Update on the seagull situation. Now, hi, if you've been following this, you know that two seagulls in particular have been coming to my window every day and just visiting me for up to an hour at a time. Apparently, it is nesting season, and I think they have a nest right outside my window, so that might explain some of their behavior. So, I have a fun story that I'd like to share. This is actually not my fun story, but it's my neighbor's story, and it directly relates to the seagull situation. So, as you know, the seagulls have been visiting me. And yesterday we had the fire alarm go off, and I ended up out on the fire escape with two of my neighbors who are roommates, and they live next door to me. And a couple of the other neighbors were saying things like, hey, have the seagulls been visiting you guys too? And turns out there's three different people that the seagulls have been visiting, and I'm one of them, so I feel special. And my neighbor's saying, no, but we had an incident with a seagull a couple days ago. And I said, what happened? And so the way their apartment is one guy lives upstairs, one guy lives downstairs, and there's a kitchen with a balcony in the middle. And the guy who lives upstairs was like, well, I went downstairs to make some tea, and all of a sudden I heard this horrible banging noise. And I just keep hearing this banging, so he went outside and he looked, and there was a seagull stuck on the balcony. And our balconies are so tiny that it was like literally stuck and it couldn't fly. So he's like, oh shoot, I gotta rescue the seagull. Meanwhile, his roommate who lives downstairs has been hearing the banging for about 20 minutes and thinks it's his upstairs roommate doing something in the kitchen. And eventually he gets so mad, he goes upstairs and he's like, I'm gonna take care of this. And he comes upstairs at just the right moment because what he sees is his roommate out on the balcony trying to physically grab a horrified, frightened seagull that's just like flopping around everywhere. So he finally catches the seagull, and unfortunately his roommate did not get a video of this. I asked, and apparently birds can't just like fly up. They need to be able to run. So I didn't know this, neither did my neighbors. My neighbors like holding him up and like, fly, fly, fly. And he said the seagull turned around and looked at him with an evil eye like, you're trying to get me killed. And so he put the seagull on the railing and was like, go on, fly away. But the seagull's just standing there like, no man, no man. So eventually they figured out what was wrong, and I think they had to wrap the seagull up in a towel and take it like down the elevator and outside. I'm really sad that I wasn't around for that, but anyway, I'm not the only person having weird seagull encounters, and since my buddy was here, I just thought it would be a fun time to tell this story. Okay, bye.